How did Dana Christian here? A cowboy named Bud was overseeing his herd in a remote mountainous pasture in Montana when suddenly a brand new BMW advanced toward him out of a cloud of dust. The driver, a young man in a Brioni suit, Gucci shoes, Ray-Ban sunglasses and YSL tie. He leaned out the window and asked the cowboy, "If I tell you exactly how many cows and calves you have in your herd, will you give me a calf?" Bud looks at the man, who obviously is a Washington millennial, then looks at his peacefully grazing herd and calmly answers, "Sure, why not?" The Washington millennial parks his car, whips out his Dell notebook computer, connects it to his Singular Razr V3 cell phone, and surfs to a NASA page on the internet, where he calls up a GPS satellite to get an exact fix on his location, which he then feeds to another NASA satellite that scans the area in an ultra-high-resolution photo. The young man then opens the digital photo in Adobe Photoshop and exports it to an image processing facility in Hamburg, Germany. Within seconds, he receives an email on his Palm Pilot that the image has been processed and the data stored. He then accesses an MS-SQL database through an odd-connected Excel spreadsheet with email on his BlackBerry and, after a few minutes, receives a response. Finally, he prints out a full-color, 150-page report on his high-tech, miniaturized HP LaserJet printer, turns to the cowboy and says, "You have exactly 1,586 cows and calves." "That's right." "Well, I guess you can take one of my calves," says Bud. He watches the man select one of the animals and looks on with amusement as the man stuffs it into the trunk of his car. Then Bud says to the man, "Hey, if I can't tell you exactly what your business is, will you give me back what you put in the trunk?" The man thinks about it for a second and then said, "Okay, why not?" "Yeah, you're a congressman for the United States government," says Bud. "Wow. That's correct," said the millennial, "but how did you guess that?" "No guessing required," answered the cowboy. "You showed up here even though nobody called you. You want to get paid for an answer I already knew, to a question I never asked. You used millions of dollars worth of equipment trying to show me how much smarter than me you are. And you do not know a thing about how working people make a living, or about cows, for that matter. Because this is a herd of sheep. Now give me back my dog." There is a little cowboy in all of us. Dana.